At trick-or-treater, a message that says if you lie, be prepared to suffer an eternity in hell. That's what creationist Ken Ham hopes she will do this Halloween. Alexa Hellwig shows us what the founder of Kentucky's Creation Museum and Ark Encounter is selling to pass out on Halloween.
What are the evils of Halloween? This is a question that writer Bodie Hodge answers in his holiday booklet.
We realize that it has become paganized. A lot of people have a false understanding of it. And what we want to see is people get back to a correct understanding of what sin and sacrifice is, the origins of Halloween.
His book, along with gospel tracts and fake $1 million bills, are all being sold at the Creation Museum. Founder Ken Ham wants families to pass them out to trick-or-treaters this year. The $1 million question on the back of this bill asks, have you ever lied or used God's name in vain? If so, you've broken God's law. The penalty for your crimes against God is death and eternal hell.
We're right up front with the fact that the Bible does talk about heaven and it does talk about hell. And if you're a sinner, then what that means is you're going to be banished to an eternal hell without the goodness of God, without God and His blessing. And that's the actual basis for the gospel. That's why we need a Savior to save us from that.
Hodge has worked for the Answers with Genesis ministry for nearly 2 decades. He says the modern holiday has become corrupt and paganized, but not every parent thinks so.
There's so much negative in our world right now. I mean, if the kids go out and celebrate and have fun and get candy, what is wrong with that?
Answers in Genesis hopes to share their message of salvation on Halloween. Christian minister Daniel Cavalli thinks the gospels they're spreading might be a little harsh.
So I worry about those kinds of theological statements, especially when it comes to dealing with children. And so I kind of have the point of view that this holiday is, it's built on tradition. It's a silly holiday.
Everyone is entitled to their own opinion this Halloween, so should the gospel be shared or not?
Sometimes it's good just to sit down and let's have a good conversation over it. We're not enemies.
In Petersburg, Alexa Hellwig, Local 12 News.
Now, the Creation Museum says they have received a lot of positive feedback on their Halloween handouts.